Could you feel the electricity in the air for the second week in a row? Hookhausen. They're taking over. Professional wrestling as we know it. It will never be the same again. We've got Josie wrestling. We got a good women's tag match and a fantastic main event with Jay Lethal. Let's kick it off though. First two matches, women's wrestling on Rampage. Gotta say, this women's division is looking pretty hot, looking pretty good, stacking up nicely. This tag team match to kick off the show, teasing us for this Owen Hart Women's Foundation tournament. And I gotta say, there are some matches in there that interest me. This tag match though, well done, very, very good. All four women look really good in it. Britt Baker, Jamie Hayter, Toni Storm, Ruby Soho. There's going to be some good matches there to come in this Owen Hart Foundation women's tournament. Let's talk about Jamie Hayter though. I thought she shone in this match. The strength, the agility, the power, phenomenal. Toni Storm bringing it as well. She got the win. Bit surprised that Britt Baker ate the pin. Don't know what's going on there with her at the moment. She'd be one of my favourites to win this tournament. They did announce the brackets. We'll get to that in a little bit. Did say what I did like in the first segment was the phone call. That's old school. Eddie Kingston on the phone. That's quality. I like that, and I like the way Jericho sold it. Eddie Kingston talking about how his wife was crying when she saw him coming home. That was emotional. Well played. Good little bit of sauce added to this rivalry. I like that. It's tasting good. It's looking good. Smelling good. I like the looks of this. So far, this Kingston-Jericho feud is doing well and building up nicely. I'm pretty sure they may have a match of some sort at Double or Nothing. Don't know what they're going to do yet, whether it's a multi-man tag match or it's just Jericho and Kingston. I'm down for that again. It was a good match last time. Add a stipulation or some sort to it. Won't hurt. But yeah, Kingston's looking to hurt Jericho real bad. And I can't wait to see what he's got in store for the Wizard. Do 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 of professional wrestling. So Tony Nese has a promo and he wants a match next week and he's setting it up and it sounds like it's going to be Hook, but at the last minute, it's Danhausen. Danhausen. Next week in Long Island, Tony Nese's hometown. Should be very interesting. This leads into a match for Hook against JD Drake. We know where this is going. JD Drake, one of the top jobbers in AEW, taking the loss here. That suplex from Hook was awesome. Leading into Red Rum. And it's game over. The real story here was when the two phenoms come together. Hook, Danhausen in the ring again. Okay, Hook may not be in completely yet, but he will realise what we have here is greatness in the palm of our hands. Hookhausen running wild, taking over. It will happen. The present, the bag of chips, the bag of crisps, left in the ring. Why are you doing that? Why would you leave a bag of crisps? I don't understand. Makes no sense to me. But we move on anyway. I just can't wait to see these two finally form and just take over professional wrestling. But Dax has got a promo. He's talking about how he's winning this one for his family, for your family, for my family, for the Owen Hart family. Go on, Dax. You ain't beating Adam Cole, mate, but never mind. It was a good promo. They look good with the gold. I must say, FTR looking good. Best tag team in the world. But I can't see. Well, he might do it. It's a good story if he does. Come on, Dax. He's got it in him, but I can't see him beating Adam Cole. Rio versus Yuka Sakazaki. I wasn't really looking forward to this one. I must admit, I was thinking, oh my gosh, we've got 2 women's matches back to back. But now I've got to say, I know jack about Joshi wrestling, but I know what I like, and I like this. I thought it was a fantastic match. These girls bought it. It was brilliant. The only thing that annoyed me was some weird advert break mid-move towards the end of the match. Kind of ruined it a little bit. I was enjoying it. Some of the moves they pulled out. That face plant off the top rope. My God. Well, Rio was going to need some plastic surgery after that one. But Rio gets the win in a fantastic match. Really enjoyed it. Like I said, women's wrestling in AEW looking good. Looking good at the moment. Nothing wrong here. If you like your Joshi wrestling, and I must admit, I enjoyed this one. Wasn't a big fan before, but this was very, very good. I can't deny. I hold my hands up. It was a good match. After that, after the roll up, Rio got the win. She's going through. This was a qualifier for the Owen Hart tournament. So she wins. She moves on, and the brackets are filled. Toni Storm will be facing Jamie Hayter on one side of the brackets, along with Britt Baker and the Joker, whoever that may be. That could be very interesting. Could we be seeing a new face in AEW, or will the Forbidden Door be open, or who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? There are a few women I'd like to see in this company. Whether it will happen or not, who knows? Wouldn't mind seeing Deonna Purrazzo getting another go. She was very good. That would be good. Britt Baker versus Deonna Purrazzo. Oh my gosh, I'd pay for that. Might not happen. Tessa Blanchard would be my pick. For her versus Britt Baker would be phenomenal. There's a few other women out there that may stake a claim, want to be in the tournament, and why wouldn't they? We've got Riho will go up against Ruby Soho on the other side of the bracket, and Red Velvet against Hikaru Shida. For me, on that side, I can see Hikaru Shida getting to the final. Maybe Ruby Soho's got a shout. Wouldn't mind seeing, after that Joshi women's match, wouldn't mind seeing Riho against Hikaru Shida, though. That could be pretty decent. That could be one to watch. But anyway, there's some dream matches there and possibilities there for some great women's wrestling. So watch out. It's going to be good. Shawn Spears promo. Looks like he wants a bit of Wardlow. I wouldn't mind seeing that. It's got to happen at some point, really. Shawn Spears versus Wardlow. It makes sense that they do that before MJF and just take out Spears. That makes sense. Do it either on Dynamite or Rampage in the next couple of weeks before we get to Double or Nothing. Makes sense. Dynamite Dan is in the ring. He's from Baltimore originally, supposedly, and he shits on Baltimore. Healing it up. Ethan Page is there along with Scorpio Sky. Sky's got some things to say about that. He wants to be a better champion. Ethan Page got some fire on the mic, cutting a vicious promo about Sammy Guevara. This was decent, I suppose. Out comes Frankie Kazarian. It's a bit of a mess. It basically leads to Frankie Kazarian getting a title shot next week. It's going to be a decent match. SCU are dead, supposedly, but who knows where this is going to go. I can see from Page turning on Scorpio Sky. It's basically going that way, isn't it? Pretty obvious. We get to the main event. No, we don't. We get Jungle Boy first with a brawl with Ricky Starks. That was pretty cool. Jericho selling it at commentary was funny. Leading for their match for the FTW title. Jungle Boy gets the better of Starks. Holds up the title. Taz is a bit pissed, but I think he could have sold it a bit more, maybe. He just stood there looking a bit awkward. I would have liked Taz to have been like shouting at him a bit more. He said, "Don't touch that title, that's not yours." Taz could have gone a bit more mad, I think. Could have sold it a bit more. So we move anyway. We've got the little Mark Henry segment. It's one segment a week. How much is he getting paid for that? I mean, he's probably doing a lot more backstage that we don't know about, but week by week he's looking a lot more like Uncle Phil. It's time for the main event, and he does that well. That's what I will say. We got, and I'm probably going to butcher this again, Takashita versus Jay Lethal. I'm happy Jay Lethal gets a win. It's a good match. Really enjoyed. Hard hitting. Very enjoyable. You can see where this was leading though, really. After Jay Lethal won the match, a beat down by Sanjay Dutt and a good old Satnav. Did you see the giant on those ears? Blimey. Out comes the best friends to make a save for I'll take a shit. Best friends run to the ring. There's a stroll in by Orange Cassidy. And then out comes Samoa Joe, and that's the show. I've got to say, this show did lack a bit of star power for me. Other than Hookhausen, of course, taking over professional wrestling as they do and will. A couple of decent matches. I think the women's matches were far better than anything else on the show. There's usually a bit more. I know they've been moved around their time slots for the NBA, but I would have liked to have seen a bit more on Rampage this week than what we've got. Hookhausen saved the day, and so did the Joshi women. Let me know what you think down below. Thanks for watching Wrestling Bants. Please smash the subscribe button. I really appreciate everyone that has so far. We'll always follow, subscribe back to anyone else who's got any content out there. Let me know. See you next time. Bye-bye. Stay lucky.